This is the garden party, and we want a garden party with you. We talk about the plants we grow and some things you might not know. The garden party.
Hey guys, welcome back to the garden party. What is going on? If you see my background, it is a little blurry. I use the blur effect because Phil's sideways now. Came home from Thanksgiving and had water all in my house from a water heater, and so half of my house is in my office right now.
Oh, nice.
So I blurred the back out, but we are still here. The garden party continues. We got our co-host, the Fig Daddy. What's up, Phil? How you doing, brother?
It's your favorite. Actually, it's my favorite plant parent. Clearly, we have other plant parents here with the plant daddies, but favorite plant parent and regular parent juggling the two. Destin, you like that, dude?
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it. We're all daddies today, okay?
Yeah, right on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Happy to have you, Phil. Josh, how's it going, brother?
Good. I didn't bring my best cat dad shirt ever, but I did sport my mug just in dedication.
Yeah. Let me know where you got that because I have a letter to send them.
I've heard of these people. Every day I'm drinking from this.
Hey, quick question. There's a screen. I see 4 screens here, but is everyone seeing the one on the left with the smaller screens? And then Kenny and I, or do we need to get real close together?
No, y'all are good. So we have there's 2 options now with StreamYards. So people can watch it vertically or they can watch it horizontally. It has both options.
Okay.
There's no way to fit everybody on this side. I don't know how to fix that. So we're good. You are good. You don't need to get any closer than you already are.
Okay, good.
Go ahead, Josh. Sorry, man.
No, it's all right. Yeah. I guess you could say I'm a fruit tree daddy because I've got hundreds of fruit trees planted and I love every type of fruit growing out there. So I can't wait to talk to y'all about that.
Sweet.
All right. Well,
A lot for us to learn about the fruit trees.
Company man.
Believe me, he grows stuff that we've never even heard before. So we've had the plant zaddy, the garden zaddy on. We never had the plant daddies on, but there's 3 of them. So we got Dane, Kenny, and Macy. I'll let y'all kind of introduce yourself. Dane, you're last in, so we'll let you introduce yourself if you want to start it out.
Yeah. Hey guys. Thank you so much for having us on. My name is Dane Jordan, one of the founders of the Plant Daddies. Where are we going with this? Just the whole shebang. One of the founders of the Plant Daddies. I guess I would probably be the founder of the Plant Daddies. Macy joined me very early on. Believed in the dream. I've got an extensive background with horticulture. I fell in love with it at a very young age. I was working with my dad. He's a chef, working at a restaurant. And I was working for him, and he ended up firing me, or I quit, one or the other. And I ran across the street to the nursery called the Great Big Greenhouse, Midlothian, Virginia, still open today. And I got a job there shoveling mulch. And then they have a great program there, which was tied into the community college and university, where people would come and they'll grow stuff. They'll have class there, field trips, and everyone that worked there also was a professor. So I just got real lucky there, and they're just super detailed about learning about stuff. So I grew into watering and learning more about the plants that they had there. And, I was a young guy, fit guy. And before you knew it, people were asking me, hey, can you come over and dig these holes for me? Can you plant this tree? Can you do this, do that? So that stemmed into my deep appreciation for horticulture. And then it kind of stemmed out to this crazy world that we are in now, the Plant Daddies. So I could probably go on forever, but I'll let the other guys go.
Yeah, well, one, if you're working for your dad and you haven't been fired by him at least once, you're not trying hard enough. So I will give you that. And 2, I will say I have had so many people ask me to come dig holes in their backyard, and I tell them no, I can't do it. So good on you for doing that. Good on you for that, man.
Yeah, I got my training early on bald and burlap, crate and barrel, crepe myrtles, by myself in Virginia red clay, which is literally this much topsoil and all clay, which if it's dry, it's hard, and if it's wet, it's heavy. So so that was, I guess, my specialty with a shovel. But I learned my way around it. Ended up, I guess digging all over the place. So it's good.
Nice. So Macy
Sounds
and
like-
Kenny,
Sounds
how
like you really
did y'all
dug.
come in?
Sounds like you really dug into that one. Sorry, we have to have some dad humor on here.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
a
are
lot of
the
dad humor. So
yeah dad
buckle
jokes,
up.
please. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so my name is Macy Lucarelli, the other one of the other founders of the Plant Daddies. My background is just kind of started off as a hobby. I've always had a plant in my house from college on. I always like to pick all the leaves off, even if it was like starting to kind of look weird or wilted. I would pick them off and just keep my plants really, really clean. And that's kind of what got me into the shaping of what we do today, what I do. I was a real estate agent for about 10 years. And the thing that got me into plants even on another level was every time a client would sell their house, I would either represent the buyer or the seller. My closing gift to them would be a plant, because if you put a big ass tree in somebody's house, every day they wake up, they're going to remember you. And so, any real estate agents listening to this,
I have
a
a
really
real
good
estate
marketing
agent who
scheme.
gifts homeowners fig trees from my nursery.
Perfect.
So it's like, hey,
Dude,
that's like the
smart.
gift, Yeah,
it's
that's
the
pretty
best
rad,
gift,
dude.
dude, because if a plant, if the leaf turns brown, if the thing starts to die, if anything happens, the first person they call is the person that gave it to them. They're like, yo, this plant's not alive, or it's, they think it's dying, even though it's just changing, whatever. And so that's kind of what got me into, planting and knowing a lot more about plants. I mean, there's a lot more to that story, but that's kind of where my background is.
Yep. And my name's Kenny Rickard. I call myself the third plant daddy, but Macy and Dane were the original founders. For about a year, they were running it out of the back of Dane's Lexus and Macy's Prius in their apartment. And Macy kept telling me about it every time I hung out with him. I've known him since we were 5 years old. So he kept telling me about it. I was actually in the insurance business. I owned an insurance agency for 12 years. Selling auto and home and life, and about the most boring thing you can do. But he kept telling me about this thing that he had, and he thought he had something. And he was selling plants and this and that. And then he convinced me to start helping them, at arm's reach. Like they needed some funding and they needed some organization. So I put some money in, I helped them buy a van, and then I helped them start to hire their employees and make sure that they didn't get sued or pay their payroll taxes and have workers' comp and do it, because I'd already had that experience with the insurance agency. And then it started getting so serious after that first year that I ended up just selling my agency a year and a half ago. So I let go of my very cush livelihood where I made lots of money and had like very little stress to chase these guys around, digging in dirt and freaking out about plants all the time. But it's definitely a lot more interesting when I tell people that I'm a plant daddy than when I'm an insurance agent. Because if you want to just not talk to somebody, you can tell them you're an insurance agent and they glass over. But if I say I'm a plant daddy, then now I have a friend. So
Macy and I started a good hobby. Kenny helped us turn it into a business. So, granted, he says he's just the third plant daddy. It's probably the most important, because there'll be a lot of people probably calling for paychecks and invoices, and the IRS will be breathing down our neck like no other. So it's
been fun though. I mean, I've been with them since the beginning of 2022, and now I'm like like halfway there to being a plant expert. Like I'm identifying stuff and I have all the names in my head, and it's been a lot of fun to like learn about the whole industry. And it's so I'm like the latest to the plant game out of the three, but I'm like fully in, so I love it.
Yeah.
I will recommend, like, whenever y'all decide who's going to be CEO, CFO, you chief executive daddy, chief financial daddy, like, make those y'all's titles.
Great
idea.
Yeah, I like this.
That's awesome.
My business card's getting updated.
CED.
I love that.
CFD.
Well, so you were talking about, whenever you'd sell a house, you'd be given like a plant. So obviously y'all do some very exotic or rarer plants now. Like, what were you starting out with? Like, what were the plants y'all were starting out with in the beginning installing?
I mean, before Plant Daddies, it was just like Kentia palms and Ficus Audreys, which we don't do any Kentia palms. We sell a lot of Audreys, but we pluck those things dry, man. We take off like 80% of the leaves on them and shape them. So it's a different Ficus Audrey. But yeah, anything you can kind of just get at Home Depot or a nursery,
Right.
Sarah, whatever, anything as big as I could find that could fit in my car at the time, I would put in. So nothing like we have now. And I would get like the bag of topper that you get and throw it in there and make it look, presentable in a peach and pebble pot, but nothing like we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, we in the beginning too, which I think helped kind of set us apart. Macy was really good at doing it as well. Is we'd go straight to the back of the nursery and find stuff that is falling over and is growing back up. Things that have just been neglected and it's holding on for dear life, and would buy those up. Number one, they were cheap, so it's something we could afford at the time.
Why we got it.
And then number two, the nature already gave it its architectural form where we found it super interesting, and then we were able to drive all around LA and look for a pot that matched it or paired it. And then we just set them up in my apartment, take a photo and put them on Facebook Marketplace. And then, we got like 1,000 people saying, "Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome." Or, how much? And then, they'd offer us $1. And so that was a big uphill battle. I mean, it still is. I feel like we're still doing the same thing today. Things are just a little grander, a little bit more on point, a little bit more purposeful. But that's where it started. And basically it's what we do right now, just at a grander scale for sure.
Yeah, it's really interesting what y'all do, because more than like landscaping, y'all are doing like these art pieces almost, because like they're like statement pieces. They may only have one plant in their entire house, but it's a statement piece. Like some of these giant ponytails. Like, this is beautiful stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
What's the biggest tree that you all had to install? I watched several of your videos, and you had some really large one. What's the largest one that you've installed?
Macy heads the big tree installs, and every install he records, he calls it the biggest tree, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So every video that he's like done, it's like, "This is the biggest tree we ever installed." I'm like, "That's what you said last time." But it ends up being 10, 15 feet bigger. But Macy, I'll let you take that.
We had this client, this really, really popular landscape architect. This guy is a super cool dude who's become a good friend of ours. His name's Ben Rausch. He's just a super talented landscape architect. He comes up with the craziest, most like realistic designs, like by making somebody feel like they're actually in Montana by using those all the materials from Montana or whatever kind of vibe they're going for. And him and he saw the last biggest tree install that we did. That was a big ponytail palm that we installed right smack in someone's courtyard entrance foyer. Had no business being there. We got it in there. And he saw that, so he called me and we were talking. He was like, "I've got this incredible project down in San Diego area." One thing led to another. He was like, "Send me anything." He's like, I saw you guys. I just want to see maybe we can work together. I sent him a couple cool options. And he just instantly was like, "Dude, we're working together. Send me everything that you think we could go here and here and here." He told me that we have this this is the craziest place for this tree. It's like right in the middle of the house. It's like a big square open in the middle. The gentleman's office is basically facing outside, and he wanted to put a big aloe tree in the middle. We were thinking of different things. Well, actually, it was just some kind of sculptural tree. And I've been doing a lot of sourcing, and I found this tree, and it was this aloe that was, 22 to 23 feet tall, which is a big ass aloe, super wide. And then the thing came up and it shot out like this, just as far as it went up. And so I told him, I was like, dude, the coolest thing in the world would be to put this in facing the guy's desk. And the thing I love about Ben was he's just as crazy as we are. So he said yes. One thing led to another. We went, and Kenny and I went down and dug it up. Dane was holding down all the 8,000 other interior jobs we had while we went down and dug it up. And it took us literally like 19 hours to dig that thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the one. And it's it doesn't know justice in this video, I swear. We had to
It's huge.
freeway. Yeah.
It was 18 feet wide from one side to the other. We put it on the trailer kind of at an angle, but even the angle that we had it on, the one side hung over the left side 8 feet.
Yeah.
So we took it down the freeway. Even with our wide load permit, we like far exceeded that.
Blew
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah. And I had to drive my truck and trailer in the lane next to it with the equipment on it to block cars from coming by the heads of the tree. And at one point somebody got around me, and luckily they were in a car because they went under, and the aloe went across the hood and roof
my
of the car
goodness.
under the tree. It was
That's a huge crane. That crane is huge.
I lost a lot of years of my
Yeah.
life and added a lot of gray hairs over those 2 days.
Yeah, and it's funny because we did it late at night because we knew the permit was gonna not really suffice, and so the funny thing about at nighttime was they took the freeway down to just 2 lanes. So we were blocking one side of the we were taking up 2 or 3 lanes, and then it went down to 2. So we were in the diamond lane and the lane over, and there was a line of cars behind us. It was wild. It was stupid. But this is what the outcome was. It was like the most rewarding thing, seeing that thing put there. Honestly, the hardest part about that job was digging it up. Like, people have no idea how challenging it is digging a tree like that up, especially when it leans. The thing was rooted into the ground. So, as soon as we got the roots off, it wanted to fall. So you had to hold it up. You had to move it. We had a crane lifting at one point. We had a ridge fork picking it up in another place. We were jogging them back and forth. I mean, it took us all day to get it there on just on the trailer, because it was wild.
Well, they got there like 5 a.m. to dig it up, and I didn't hear from them all day. I was in my own world, and I didn't hear from them the whole night. And then I called them, FaceTimed them. Apparently, they got home at 2 a.m. that day, and all of a sudden I'm talking to Kenny on FaceTime, and Macy's head pops up. they ended up just passing out in the same bed at one of our studio bungalows.
Our nursery has like a little apartment condo house on it that's there. It's like this portable house. It's just on the 6 acres, and it was almost 1:30 in the morning by the time we got back, and neither of us wanted to drive another hour back home, so it was a little cuddle sesh for a few hours.
I got a good screenshot of that. So
yeah.
Say that for a rainy day.
Yeah. Just see what I'm saying? I had this life of insurance made, and now I'm in the same bed with my business partner at 2 a.m. after working for 14 hours.
That's so crazy. Well, and most people don't even know aloes grow in the trees. Most people don't even know that at all. Like, especially like in North Carolina, South Carolina, you don't see that very often.
No, never.
You got to go to a specialty nursery where they're growing like giant pachypodiums and things like that. Was that a Hercules?
It's a Banzai.
Banzai. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And it was in the ground. Y'all dug it up.
It was in a 16-inch box, but it grew into the ground like 20 years ago.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to hook up with some guy. He I guess saw us online, and He's an older gentleman. Ended up wanting to get rid of some, and then I sent Macy. Macy's our like expert like sourcer because he'll just get in the car and go straight to the nursery, no problem. And he's been growing them for 75 years, so he's got a like plethora of them that he's been holding on to. And even that one, out of the thousands that he has, not even the biggest one,
not even close to the biggest one. There was two behind it that were way bigger.
Yeah. He still barely wanted us to let it go, and we paid a premium for it. So, you know, people fall in love with their plants, especially after 75 years. I mean, he's had it for a long time. So
they're not the fastest growers. Like
no, not at all.
It's wild. Yeah. So I can't imagine how much a job like that costs. Like install one plant, install one tree. That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it took
done before the 19 hours of digging, or was it like we'll figure this out?
Yeah. It's all.
Yeah, if we add all the hours up together and just divide it up, I'm sure it was like $1 an hour.
I'll tell you, now that we like are becoming you know, expert diggers and finders and you know, loaders and crane, not operators, but just dealing with it and knowing all this stuff. Next time it's going to be twice as much.
Yeah. I when he told me how much we were charging for it, I was like, oh my God. And then I helped him on that job, and I was like, I wouldn't have taken $1 less, not even $1 less. Yeah. It's like we made $5 an hour, but it was like $400 an hour hazard pay. You know, like,
So I've moved some large trees. I rented a Bobcat once and moved like a bunch of what I thought were large trees. How do you keep it from settling? Like something that big and heavy. Like, what do you do to prep the ground? You know, we're all growers here. I'd love to hear a little bit of insight on the prep before you put it in the hole.
You know, thank God we didn't have to actually plant that one. Our job was to just dig it up, get it there, and assist. A big landscape company is the one that pretty much headed that. You know, there was a lot of talk back and forth, weight, type of tree. These guys are tree experts. They know everything there is about all these trees. So they kind of already had it prepped. They put it on some, I don't even know what the stuff is called. I've seen it before. It's like a styrofoam kind of base that like leaches water out real good. And then they put their own well draining soil on top of that. So it won't go any further down than it is. We kind of put it down on the root ball where it was. The thing needs to be tied up against the wall because of the lean, probably for the next couple of years. But dude, I'm telling you, when you guys will see the phase 3 of that video here pretty soon, but what, March?
Yeah, when the landscaping's done.
And there's going to be a bunch of professional photography. I mean, honestly, it might be the coolest tree install there is. Like it's going to be pretty wild. So as for prep, you know, we moved some big Dracos and stuff before, which are big succulents. We just, you know, pack it in decently, put a lot of stone down in there. So there's just a lot of aeration because they, you know, they don't like to stay super wet. But yeah, I mean, so far, nothing crazy special. We just, you know, we just, you know, figure it out as we go.
Yeah. And most of it's just bracing them up, like making sure that we have cable or rope holding it steady left to right. And then the ground, I mean, most of the soil that we're working with here is pretty compacted.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we've put in all kinds of trees, but our main specialty is like exotic, giant, you know, specimen succulents is what we like kind of love. We have access to a lot of them. The big giant ponytail palms, I mean, you could put that thing on 2 inches of soil and it'll be fine. So, you know, it all kind of, we're just learning. We've learned a lot in the last couple of years, and we're just, you know, we don't say no.
Well, and that's a cool kind of niche y'all are in a little bit, like sourcing a little more exotic stuff and just being like the third party of the landscaper, you know, finding the nice specimen, you know, sourcing it, moving it, and then getting it spot and letting them handle the rest of it. You know, that's kind of a cool niche market, so they can handle the rest of the landscaping, and they just have that big accent piece coming in. Y'all handled that. So that's a really cool niche right there.
That's the best world, but Macy's throwing these things in the ground most of the time. So that's the best world. But we are that company you call architects, landscape designers, interior designers, when they're looking for something special, when it comes to, large format architectural style plants, something that's really just like goes with the design of the layout, even the furniture, something that hugs the pool. They'll call us for that special plant for exterior and interior. And Macy's been doing a hell of a job showcasing his skills for the exterior part of our operation. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the biggest tree, but the tallest tree we've ever done, we put inside.
Oh yeah.
I'm trim or something, or
yeah, I'm
gonna
show this.
Some massive triple dracaenas in this house with like 55-foot ceilings.
Yeah, Brinkley's.
So I'm pull it up. Yeah, because I'm looking. Y'all have so much cool. So this giant ponytail is beautiful.
Yeah, that was the one that he was talking about that we put in that like atrium courtyard entrance to the house.
Wow.
That came like over like a foyer, and in between the house, it had to like thread the needle to drop it down there. And the guy was telling like the fascia on that house is bent metal, and it's like black, and it's probably $3,000 a piece wrapping around there. And he was like watching us with a magnifying glass to make sure we didn't touch it with the cable or the tree.
Oh my God. Yeah. And so y'all do a lot of ficus religiosa as well, looks like.
Yeah. We love those guys. They're not too common over here. I know down south they are. They grow like weeds, but not over here.
Yeah, and for outdoor, y'all have the perfect climate for a lot of this stuff. It's dry. It's not, you don't get a whole lot of water, so they're not going to be overwatered.
Right.
And so that's fantastic. These Australian bottle trees are really nice, and then the umbellatas, man. I was looking through for that giant one. What was one y'all said was the tallest one y'all installed inside?
Which one was that, Mace?
Those dracaenas, the three dracaenas and that bottle tree in the house.
The Matt Brinkley's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's way down. It's on our website.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Come on, let me pull up the site.
All right, but do you install any edible fruit trees?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So, have you heard of the Arbutus unido, the strawberry tree?
Yeah.
We several of those in LA, and they do well there.
Yeah. We actually put one of those in the house.
Really? That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Did you
bonsai it and put it in the house? It looks
it's that one right there. Going up.
This one right here.
Right there, yeah.
That giant, the bottle tree right there.
Yeah, this guy. So they,
down,
the chandeliers there. During our consultation, it was like pre-construction. They were supposed to install the chandeliers after we installed the plant, and then they said, actually, you know what? They would be modular. They'll be able to move up and down, so you guys could put the plant in there. So then we get there, they're completely static. They don't move. They're made out of crystal.
They're like, don't touch it.
And we had like 5 guys on this project.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was super heavy. The door was like just the size of the tree in this little cutout as well. So we had to go move it in there. And as soon as like we would hit one of the crystal like chandelier pieces, it'd go whoosh, like all over, wrap around the tree. So it'd sit there and have to unwrap the tree. You know how like if you have like your fishing line on your rod, kind of just like swing it around, and then we're able to just go in there. And by the grace of God, it just like fit perfectly. Like every light was on top. And I feel like sometimes almost all of our jobs are like that. They just end up working out. I think if you just like really focus on like, it's going to work, it always ends up, you know. Granted, we've got Kenny with the COI on paper just in case. But yeah, that was an incredible job. And they got 3 of those. So that house was something special. Yeah.
These are not normal houses, by the way. These are
not.
No.
Apparently not.
Not a lot of those in North Carolina. Okay.
We're getting like desensitized, but it's not good because we're walking into like a $10 million house. We're like, this is a dump. Because we were just in a $50 million one yesterday. You know, it's like
Yeah, the trim on it was.
It's insane.
Right. Do you all ship trees anywhere, or is it only regional in your area?
We have, but
We have, yeah,
not very often.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. It's a bit of a nightmare. Licensing, type of tree, soil regulations, AG. Is it going to fit? Who's going to drop it off? You know, it'd be great if we had all the time in the world to drive things to Florida, but also it costs more than the plant itself. You know, so it's just
Correct.
kind of nuts to do it. But we did send a bottle tree, the Tribeca, in a crate, and it went all the way to the penthouse, and it's still alive today. And I did that 3 years ago to, I think that was, who was that? I don't know if I can say his name. Never mind.
No, probably not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We have a lot of NDAs.
very popular show host on late night.
Oh, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Man, it makes sense. It's a bottle tree on Jimmy Kimmel. No, I was going to ask y'all. I'm sure y'all have to sign waivers like that. But is there like who would be like, you know, if y'all can say who is like y'all's probably most famous person y'all done an install for, if y'all can say?
Oh man,
there's
just
so
name
many
them.
people. It's unbelievable how many like people that we grew up worshiping and watching on TV, listening to, are now just clients in our DMs on a daily basis. That's the weirdest part.
Right.
For me, one of the coolest ones, and there's so many cool ones. We have some huge superstars out there, but recently Brandon Boyd from Incubus just started following us.
Oh yeah,
it's cool because
Dude, that's sick.
yeah, it's just so cool because it's like that guy, you know, I listened to that music. I worshiped that music like years ago. And it's like, you know, thinking about the musicians on that stage, I've seen him millions of times. And now to know that he knows about, you know, not me, but a business that I'm, you know, part of it's just a pretty trippy, surreal feeling. Not that it's like, oh, you know, starstruck stuff, but it's just so weird how the world works sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so much smaller. It's so much smaller than we think, dude. It's so much smaller.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's funny because that's kind of that's what kind of got us popular in the beginning was Dane and I were both recently single when we started the company, and that's how Dane and I know each other, is because my ex-girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend were friends. So then we would hang out, and then Dane and I were LA party friends for years, and then we became real good friends, and then we both had a love for plants, and then we started this business, and we realized that being single, you know, hitting up people on our Instagrams, trying to, you know, meet girls and dates and stuff like that, it was, you know, hard to do. But when you hit them up on the phone,
is this live?
Yes, it is.
It's very live.
This is live.
Talk about the plants, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say anything too bad, but you know,
I'm like, where's the plant coming? Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, and then, but like that's what got us popular was we were like, how can we get this good idea that we have out there faster? So we were hitting up all these models, and we were like, hey, if you guys will give you a free plant, and you guys post it on Instagram. So we would drop the plant off, and then, you know, a couple of days later, we would get pictures back of these plants and, you know, these models, and then we had it all over our page, you know, and that's what caught the attention to one of our business partners, and they're like, hey, we want that young energy into our business. And then that's how we started with the designers. And then that's kind of how it started, was just the power of the plant business and people's DMs and stuff. So,
right. Yeah. Instagram's been very good to us.
Well, I was going to say, I was like, y'all are a bunch of thirst traps over there in Hollywood. I figured y'all were just some out of work models that started doing landscaping. That's genius. It's freaking genius.
Do you work out together? Is there a Plant Daddy workout routine? That's
I think we've all
find the heaviest, biggest plant you can,
right? Yeah,
and then you haul it to the tightest space possible.
That's your next niche right there. Workout routines.
Yeah, the limestones are really heavy, so that's what keeps us going.
Where the Plant Daddy was born was they were during COVID. Macy and Dane were working out together at the parking lot of the Hollywood Bowl because all the gyms were closed.
Oh, look at this.
So they were working out every day when they came up with the idea to partner together on the business, and it was revolved around working out. So yeah,
there you go.
There you go.
It's essentially CrossFit.
It really is. Yeah.
I am probably going to film my Plant Daddy audition tape tomorrow in my backyard.
Can we do a mock? We need a
Yes,
mock Plant
yes.
Daddy for all of us that are out of shape. Like, that would be really.
Can I be exempt from that? I do try to keep up myself.
Bill, you can't be in it. You're too fit. Okay.
You're way too handsome.
Yeah.
It would just be hot. Just stop doing it. Yeah, no, this is. I think it's a great idea. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. Extra points if you rub soil on your tank top. Make it look like it's dirty.
I thought that was part of it. Like you think you had to. Like all tank tops must be eggshell white, or else it doesn't.
Yeah. Right.
Our marketing,
season the cast iron pan.
Our marketing person that we had helping us at that time, like when we see what you guys just showed, the tank top thing, it's like
I want to jump out of it.
We did that.
No, too late. You lead into that. Yeah, dude.
Wait, were there branded tank tops? I couldn't catch if there's branding on them or not.
No.
Coming to you soon.
Yeah.
It's very derelict.
With oil and then rubbing dirt on us, and we're just like,
yeah.
There's a photo at the end, and it's all three of us in the truck. And I was like,
yes.
How much are we going to regret this? And we're all laughing. And they got a good photo, and it's all three of us just like, oh, God, I'm going to regret this. But, hey, man.
It's in the thumbnail. It's in the thumbnail. It's a good one. It is definitely.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
it was a thumbnail. Destin sent it to me. I'm like, ooh, man, this is zesty. Zesty.
Yeah, I showed my wife that. She's like, wait a minute. Let me look at their page for a second. Like,
I think we gotta order just now. No,
what are seductive vessels? What is the seductive vessels referring to?
The container.
The container. So like, when I'm not selling fig trees and having a nursery, I'm a geologist and I do a lot of coastal sediment geology. But the rock stuff you do is like pretty fascinating, and I'm curious how you dove into that realm too with the plants.
Yeah. Again, I guess it was I call it luck, and then maybe just the right place at the right time. I was actually driving to an install, or on my way back from an install, and I had to go pick up some pots. I totally forgot about it, and I was calling Pottery Barn to see if my order was ready. So I used Yelp to find the number for the one in Pasadena, and I call this number, and this guy picks up. He's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hey, this is Dane. I'm checking on my order, this and that." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you want to buy a pot?" And I'm like, yeah, is my order ready? They're like, "I don't know your order, man." And I was like, "Well, look, man, this is my order. I'm at Pottery Barn." They're like, "Oh, this isn't Pottery Barn. This is Berber Imports." He's like, we sell pots. So if you want any pots, you can get one from here. And so we just kept on. We're just talking. We just figured it out that I was completely wrong, and that they have a lot of pots. And he heard my name, the Plant Daddies, and he's like, "Hey, were you part of the meeting yesterday?" And I was like, "What meeting?" They're like, "Well, we had a meeting about bringing on a plant guy, and you're the Plant Daddies." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So it was just super confusing. But then he was like, "Look, man, I gotta get off the phone. Come to Berber tomorrow and we'll talk." And I was like, okay. So I called Macy, and I was like, I don't know what I got ourselves into, but we got a meeting tomorrow in Inglewood. So we get here at Berber, and I have my dog. There's like 4 other dogs here. These 2 gentlemen, Kai and Zaid. We had a meeting with them and like instantly connected and bonded. They have a company here that's been sourcing pots, antique pots, limestone, terracotta, accessories from all over the world for about 50 years. It's a family company. It's 40,000 square feet, and it is just the coolest place ever. So Zaid is the nephew of Swad, who's the founder. And then, I guess we just connected right away. We worked out a deal. They gave us a little space in the front, and before you knew it, we're literally just attached at the hip. We do everything together. We help source when it comes to rock material. We've been able to tap into the logistics for material that we get directly imported from Indonesia, India, China, Mexico, you name it. I think every country except for Canada for some reason. I think maybe it just costs more in Canada. But yeah, so woodstone benches. So this stuff is crafted in our minds, and we've been able to send these out to our vendors. They're handmade vendors, like family-owned operations that have been working with Berber for so long that we can just, hey, we're looking for something like this. Can you get it made? Like everything here is pretty much custom, one of a kind stuff with Berber. So we owe a lot to them. Thankfully, I think partnerships like that, you don't really hear about, in the movies or anything like that. But this has just been a friendship through and through. We're like family. And then even with Kenny and Macy, we've been able to work together so nicely with all the passion that we have for things and creating things. So that's what really got us into elevating the pot with the plant. And then to go along with that, being here makes it a lot easier for us, for anyone really, because we have the pots on hand. To pair a pot and a plant is a complete nightmare. Like to do that, you have to drive to 15 places. It's not going to be the one you want. You show up to the plant. The grower told you, or the nursery guy said it was 15 inches, actually 26 inches. So it makes it really difficult. So that's kind of where our sweet spot is that we localize everything and pair everything together and make it one-stop shop for anyone interested in having something cool in their house that's a living. So yeah.
And now that I've gotten into like the cactus and succulent world, I will say people in like that world pay a lot of money for pots, like for good pottery. Yeah. They will pay a premium for handmade, really beautiful pots. Like I have more pots. I've started, anytime I find good pots, I buy pots, even if I don't have a plant for it yet, just to have it on hand. So like pots are very important when it comes to
they're super necessary, and then they're they cost a lot because it's a lot of work, just to get a pot anywhere. It's just like we deal with limestone. It takes 4 guys to move one. Imagine going up the stairs in the back of your car. So and then that's why I think a lot of companies scale down to these little dinky light things that don't really mean a lot. They're just like fast fashion. It's just easier. You have to be really very careful with those other things. You get injured, you could get hurt. So, but with a little terracotta from Home Depot, it's not gonna hurt nobody. You just grab and go.
Yeah, right. And we're realizing why there's probably not too many companies that do this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that stuff gets heavy, like exponentially fast as you go up in size, just because of sheer density. So it's
limestone. Our small limestones are like 200 pounds, and I think some of the larger ones we've moved are pushing 600 pounds.
Oh my gosh, dude!
And then the
onyx, bro.
Onyx is like 300 to 400 pounds for like one that would fit for like size reference. One that would fit like a 15-gallon nursery pot would be like 350-pound pot.
Yeah, we also have the only time so far that I've been stuck on a job where I thought we weren't going to be able to get something in was a riverstone, a big giant hollowed out riverstone, and we had 4 big guys. We had to get it down this truck bed. We had to wheel it into a front entrance area, and then we had to go up a 1-inch threshold, and that 1-inch threshold took us like 40 minutes. We almost gave up and just tried to get it back on the truck. I don't even know how we would have done that, but we had those straps, those like ones that you got over your shoulder, those refrigerator straps. We had 2 guys on this side and 2 guys on this side, and we had it in a weird way, and just to lift it up 1 inch took us forever, and we almost couldn't do it. We almost turned back around, but we I don't know how we did it, but we got it in, and it was literally just 1 inch. So it's like the stuff gets really heavy.
Besides the limestone, what and onyx, what are some of the other materials that you've used?
Coral stone, sandstone, which is kind of, I guess, like a limestone, marble, onyx. What else do we have?
We have concrete, both like
micro cement, micro concrete,
fiberglass reinforced concrete,
selenite.
Selenite. We have like our light up planters. Yeah, that was a custom build that we did with a designer. Terracotta, obviously.
Basalt. We got some basalt stuff.
Oh,
Yep.
and actually we worked with another designer. We just made some stuff out of different granite and granite slabs. So they have a way to hone out granite. So we have like a granite and marble. Yeah, Italian granite and Italian marble.
Oh yeah, Rochette.
Yeah, Berber's got it all. And to say one more thing about Berber. They were like a secret designer hub, so only designers knew of Berber, and then they kind of wanted to open up to the public, and that's kind of, I think, why they wanted us to help as well, build our brands together. But if it weren't for Berber, I don't know if we would be here today. I mean, we got to piggyback off of all their contacts, all their designers. We got into the main designer hub in LA, so all of a sudden designers would just come in to buy stuff from them and be like, oh wow, now you got all these weird plants in these pots. So we owe Berber everything. So they're like family now, and if it weren't for them, I don't know where we would be. Definitely not where we're at right now.
Dude,
Wow.
networking is so important. Like having a good network of people, like when it comes to the green industry, like, and it's such a small world. Like I cover the whole state of Texas, and you go somewhere and they used to work here, but now they work there, and they introduce you to them, and it's such a cool thing. Like in any career, like networking and having a good connection.
I would also agree it's definitely the inflection point, and when you meet other people, like you hit that one relationship that changes that inflection point, right? And puts you on a path that like you both agree upon, and then you both can like support each other on that path. Like a lot of people wait for that moment, and it's like maybe it's because I'm in the industry now, like of the garden industry, but once you're trying to go for stuff and people realize your vision, they're almost like the most supportive people for you. Like friends and family are always there to support you, but like when you get on the same track and vision, who understand it, they want to like support you in any way you can, for sure.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of like wavelengths too that we find. Like, it's always like sometimes we talk about something and Macy says something and Kenny says it. Before you know it, it like actually happens. So there's some weird kind of like woo energy with like if you're like really want it or just really going for it, like you kind of find those people just jump up in front of you. You're like, oh yeah, oh you want to do that too, just like just with like projects and just it happens a lot, almost so much that we have like we call it here at Berber pixie dust. We'll talk about a client we haven't seen in 2 years, and they'll walk through the door immediately, or they'll email, or their phone will start ringing. So I think there's some, if you're really going for it, just like we are, I think it just kind of ends up happening. You find that like wavelength or that radio signal, and you find other people on it, like they're on the same channel.
Agreed, really cool. Man.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite. And Phil, this is actually right up your alley. This is a ficus. This is
a
strangler fig, and one of the sand river stone. Those are beautiful.
There it is.
Yep, that's probably 200 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
wow.
You should just do this and then like have like a world's strongest man competition and like have them move stuff for you.
You could probably do like one of those viral videos and put it on the street and be like, if you could pick it up, you can have it.
There you go. Guess the weight of it, some sort of contest. Who can guess the closest to the actual weight of this? Mine.
I love that y'all put the little bromeliads in the bottom. I forget what those are called. The little tiny.
Deuterochondria, brevifolia. Yeah.
They fill in. They'll fill in that whole mess right there.
Yeah. Cool. They become really popular. I was joking. We're doing like we're at the West Edge fair, which was like a designer showcase event, and they let us pop some plants around. And we were laughing. We're like, we got to put a brevifolia in it. Like every time we finish something, you just like finish it with that. So it's like it's new.
That's your little Salt Bay accent. Like
just the Salt Bay is the brevifolia.
It's better than mulch, you have to pull weeds. It'll fill in. They fill in. I don't know how fast they grow indoors.
Slow.
Super slow.
Okay, outdoors they grow pretty quick. Like over here, like they'll fill out like a bowl like 2 years, like something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like a bowl like this big.
Yeah.
I like waited 2 years for this plant.
Well, and so I guess so. Y'all get a lot of people coming in asking for specific plants, and I guess not all plants will do okay inside. So do y'all ever have to try to talk people out of it, or you just say, "Hey, you want it? We'll put it inside." If it dies,
ever do that.
Yeah,
It's going to come back and bite us right in the butt if we put something in that doesn't thrive. And we only, and then like we can give someone, a plant that belongs in that window, and then they end up killing it, and we sold them a bad plant, So the less phone calls like that we get, the better. And
do you have to measure the light in the space first to make sure that it's going to work, or do you just go and okay, this is going to work or not?
We just started measuring just to be even safer, but I mean we know pretty well now. But yeah, we just got the instruments to like really tell us, just so we can show people, because we got to just document everything now. But yeah, the last thing we want to do is tell someone, or just if they don't care and if they know it's going to die, we still don't want to deal with that. People want it. People want it. And
we did, like the first job I ever did here, the
olive tree,
olive tree in the like a European olive inside of a house. And we told them it was going to die, and we put in 3 or 4 of them. They were just like, just put a new one. Just put a new one. Just put a new one.
Yeah, we didn't like to do it. We just, we were working for it, but we didn't like it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Is there a maintenance plan? Do you have like a service contract? Or like, hey, we'll go feed your trees for you. We'll come by, every 2 months or whatever.
I saw that. You have that.
Yep,
we do. Yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah, that's our next venture. That's Kenny's job now. Is because when we install plants like this, like you see in the video, there everyone loves to have plants like this, but no one has the time or the know-how. Especially with an office or a lot, and then you're spending all this money on plants. And we, unfortunately, no matter what you tell the client, no matter what paperwork they fill out, no matter what disclaimer you give them, when they buy the plant from you, it's always your plant. I sold it to them. It's theirs. They took it to, Timbuktu. They're going to call me and say, hey, the leaves are turning yellow. And we'd always try to troubleshoot over the phone or FaceTime, or I got to run back over there. So now, organically, we're like, look, we need to have a service where we take care of these, and then we can at least shift some of the responsibility onto us, so we can know, like, hey, this plant's going to be in good care. We're going to be taking care of it. If something happens, we can grab it before it expires, so we don't lose a plant. And we could bring it back, rehab it, and give them something that maybe sometimes I get a little risky with my lighting requirements. We could go back and assess that and keep them fresh. So some people will probably, like, with the budget y'all are working with, some people are probably willing to add like grow lights coming from the ceiling, like drop lights sometimes, things like that as well, if they need additional like lighting for their plants too, maybe. Yeah. A lot of times too, now that we've kind of grown with our clientele and working a little bit more with some architecture clients or architects, they've been hitting us up before they even like put the ceiling on, or they're like, hey, what do you say we put some lighting here or opportunity here? So we've been able to be on the forefront of the construction phase where they're very plant focused, which again, I think along with our branding, the thought of having plants in your home is like top of mind, instead of just like an afterthought, which I think is really cool, and it's really special to be part of, especially when they're
they're integrating your plant install into their design, and that's really cool.
Yeah, they're building in like into the footprint of the house, like atriums, or they're not putting tile in a section because they're leaving it open for dirt for us to put a plant and topper. We have a few installs like that where they literally built the room around the fact that there was going to be a plant in it.
That's great.
Do you have an app where you can be like, see this plant in your space? That's what you need, so people can like move it around.
It's common.
Please do that. That would be so cool. The other thing I was going to say was I wasn't going to mention this on the air, but Phil and I are starting a company called the Fruit Tree Daddies.
We got the pixie dust, dude, and we're just going to sprinkle that.
It's going to be East Coast versus West Coast, guys.
Okay.
We're going to throw down here.
Hey, I'm sorry, but we already own the name.
My cousin's an IP attorney, and I got him on speed.
All right, hey Josh, what do you got on ChatGPT? I got a few right here.
All right,
I got some names. They're derivatives.
Oh my goodness. No, that
Yeah,
dude,
I don't know. I'm not sure the fruit tree daddies is gonna be
I think that sounds perfect. I think
go with that.
we're not even gonna wear tank tops. We're gonna go shirtless.
Nipple rings.
Oh my god.
If we have to.
Just overall.
It'll be very popular in West Hollywood and Palm Springs.
There you go.
I would.
June.
I think y'all need to do like a coffee table book of like all y'all's installs. So like when y'all do like an install, you can leave that kind of behind, because like I could just scroll through y'all's feed and look at some of these.
They're like feats. Yeah,
it's art. It's art, dude. It's freaking art, dude. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, coffee table book is my dream. Like
we've been talking about that for almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Like we are doing this on a daily basis, but you know, from what you guys see and what actually goes into it, it's two completely different animals.
I believe it.
And we don't get to really enjoy a lot of it. Like what we had our website guys build us this website, and that was like one of the first times we got to really see what we do. And we were watching it, and Dana and I and Kenny, we were all sitting there while they were showing us, and we were just like, holy shit, is that us? Like it's so cool. So
that's cool.
That's neat.
Like I'm enjoying seeing all this stuff. It's like I love looking at it over and over again. Yeah, we're so lucky.
Guys we're really good at finding a bunch of our installs that had been professionally shot of photos we had never seen. So like a lot of the installs we had done in the past, there would be a photographer involved, and we were always promised the pictures and we'd never get them. But they were able to like somehow find a bunch of stuff that we had done, and then they put it all on our website, and we had photos we had never seen before, and we couldn't even believe they were our installs.
Yeah,
because we always get it there. We never get to see the finished product sometimes when it's all detailed, and some of those were really fun to go back and look at.
Yeah, we moved.
Have y'all seen any Architectural Digest videos and like see, oh, that's one of our trees?
Yeah,
you know, like on those home tours.
Yeah,
all the time.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's so really cool.
Really cool.
Wow.
I think we got one shout out, but AD they're stingy with the Plant Daddy shout outs, we've noticed.
Yeah.
They're like, look at this beautiful plant, bye, and then like the page would end.
Oh. I have a feeling you brought it up. You brought it up now, or you're gonna manifest this. It's gonna come.
Yeah. AD, hey, what's up?
It took you coming on the garden party to get that Architectural Digest.
Right.
Do you all deal with new construction much? Meaning like somebody's designing a house and you all help with the design in light of, okay, this is where we want to put a plant. What do we need to design around this to make it work?
Yeah.
Do you get in that early in the process?
So sometimes, yeah. An architect came in today, a big architect from Orange County, and she was just like, I saw your page, and I was walking around showing her, and I'm like, you know, if you want something like this, we can do. We usually like to be the last ones in, so we can pair the picture or the you know, plant and the pot coloring and the topper and the style to the furniture and the flooring and the wall colors and the lighting and stuff. I was like, if you want something big, you got to kind of let us know way beforehand, because sometimes we won't be able to get that in the front door. And so she was just like, cool, yeah, I've got these projects. She's like, before we start actually, you know, the frame is up, but before we, you know, start, you know, closing it up, let's talk and let's get some of these inside, and we'll focus on certain parts. So that even happened today. But yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes in the past, and it's pretty cool. You know, it's weird how powerful this company is turning into. I would have had no, you know, idea that we'd be sitting here today, but wanting people to, you know, get us on their podcast talking about this, you know, fun idea we did to basically meet girls.
Some people start Facebook, other people install
yes. I mean,
well, it's so interesting because like I love talking to, you know, we get people in from all around the world, you know, come on the podcast doing different things, you know, and we the indoor people, like we had Tanner the Planner on, you know, and like the term indoor plant, you know, like there's no such thing as an indoor plant. Any plant can be grown indoors, you know, so like it makes you change the way you think about things. And when people see like y'all's page, they think about, you know, you don't need 100 plants in your house. If you just have one like nice accent piece instead of paying for all this. And I would have never thought you could grow a Madagascar palm indoors. And to see like this is one of my favorite plants. Like I freaking love seeing these pachypodiums. I saw one yet. I love them, dude.
We got dragged on that one from everybody.
I saw it.
Yeah, we had to do a clapback.
Yeah, we did
6 months later.
Go back 3 months later and show that it not only was it still there, it was like growing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
8 months later, it's the season's changing. It's still got new growth on it. So we're, we also like give it a lot of nutrients. We have them like fertilize them with certain things. We have our own kind of like proprietary blend of what is it, like a compost tea and nutrients that we like to feed these things. We can grow a plant in the dark with that stuff, which is pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we get a lot of hate for this kind of stuff, and I love it. I love listening to people get upset.
I love it.
It's just so funny. It's like they're hating on that, and it's just so beautiful and so unique and cool. And it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's what I think. My favorite part about horticulture is just like it's so forgiving, at the same time it's not, right? And then there's so many ways to do something. Like there's 1,000 ways you can grow something. There's 1,000 different soil mediums. There's 1,000 different root combinations. There's so many, and everyone thinks they're once you think you know what you're doing, someone comes around and they're doing something completely different and they get better results. That's my favorite part about it. It's so like it's almost like working with wood but living. It's like wood that's like slowly growing. So that's my absolute favorite part. And then there's a book. I think it's called Pachyforms. It's just a guy. He's a specialist. Specializes in Pachyforms. And his quote is, "To know is to kill." So people are always like, "How did you figure out how to do this?" I'm like,
"Oh yeah."
Wait till you see behind the greenhouse, whereas they're all just like flopped over.
That's for all the listeners. Like I say that a lot with the fig nursery. Like people are like, "Oh, my fig cuttings died," and I try to help them propagate or grow their own fig trees. I'm like, I've killed more fig cuttings and trees than everyone combined, like easily, from half of my customers. So it's like. It's part of the getting your 10,000 hours for sure.
Right, exactly.
We have these brackies and these bottle trees, and we had a client let's just not kill one because it wasn't dead, but it was real unhappy. We brought it back, and there was all this rot on the top. So we cut it off down super low, and we put it in the shade, and we're like, it'd be cool if this thing grew back. Like 3 months later, we go back there's these little buds, and now because of that. We do a lot of these cutbacks. We'll cut off ones that don't have like cool character. If they're too tall, we'll cut them real low, and then they grow these new things. So now they just got this big giant caudex with like a 1.5 to 2 foot, trunk that's 6 inches around that should be 18 feet tall, and now it's growing, new growth. So it's like a lot of the things we've done too have been accidents, experiments, all kinds of stuff, So, and that's just the beautiful part. What's the word? I can't ever pronounce it. It's when eolation, when the thing grows and reaches for the sun inside when there's not that much light.
I just say grows and reaches for the sun.
I know what you're talking about for sure.
Yeah.
Eolation. I can't ever. But it's like people get mad at us for putting things inside that isn't ideal with light, and they're like, it's gonna ideolate or whatever it is. And I'm like,
you're on it, Macy.
We wanted to do that.
Yeah, we wanted to do that. Yeah, that goes back to how we source, and we've met with some nurseries before, and they're showing us the trees, and we find the one that is like looks the worst, and then we coach them. We'd be like, okay, look. When you're about to throw something away, or you think the one that you see that you think nobody will buy, like call me because I'll come get it.
No, that's definitely me. I go looking for the plants at the nurseries that aren't growing symmetric. I don't want asymmetric. I want symmetry. I want asymmetric. I want mutations, variegations. I want all that stuff. That's what I look for when I go.
Especially, and if you're good at gardening, you kind of have the green thumb. You're like, I can bring this back. I got this.
It's like a challenge.
That's it. like
the
every
ficus on
plant.
the screen.
Yeah.
That religiosa that you guys just had up, that thing, we had it, we sold it to somebody. They almost killed it. We brought it back. It had no leaves on it, not one leaf on it for a long time. It came back. We shaped it. We cut off a lot of the dead stuff. We pruned it, and now it's just this like incredibly, dainty shaped sculptural, Bodhi tree, and it's like that sells. That people love that, and that went through all kinds of trauma and all kinds of neglect and stuff. So it's just funny when people say, these guys are crazy for doing that. They're putting things in low light, and we're like, we want to do that.
How big is that pot?
It's probably like
20 inches.
It's tall and like 18 inches wide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know the roots get crazy on these.
Yeah.
We just made one for a project today that's going down in San Diego on Friday, and we pulled the dirt out. Johnny, our new plant architect designer, is getting good at this stuff, and he dug out the root system. It's got the craziest like structure all coming up, and you can see underneath it now. So they're really cool. They're really fun.
Yes. Well, and y'all have most of this stuff indoors, kind of mitigates a little bit of that.
It doesn't get too crazy.
Right. Like all my stuff, usually when I grow stuff indoors, I take it outside and it comes back to life. Everything would love to be outdoor. Like most things would prefer to be outdoors. When you're putting stuff indoors, you have to manipulate that environment as best as you can. But but you can really make a lot of it work, especially in like California, where you've got optimum temperatures, you got a lot of windows, opens, a lot of sunlight. Do the pots have drainage? Like, so do most of these pots have drainage? They're just bulbs.
Most of them
no.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Internal drainage. So we'd typically seal it up like 3 to 4 different ways. Make sure that pot, we don't like any pot, even like this one right here, touching any furniture or floor. So we always put something in between there, cork, plastic, both sometimes. And then everything's internally staged. We do use some sort of, depending on the plant as well, we'll do some sort of sub-irrigation inside there. And then soil medium, the amount of soil we use is, I don't even think we use much. Mostly everything's like cocoa husk.
Leca, right? A lot of leca.
Leca. We use tons of leca. Pumice, like big chunky pumice, lava rock. Everything's super chunky. Mostly everything that we install, we change out the soil and make it so that if they do overwater, it'll evaporate super quickly. So we err to the dry end, and we assume our client's going to overwater this tree. So that's why because they will.
Yes.
Especially, if we're depending on how we're planting it and what varietal it is. Some things we could cheat, so especially the succulent varietal trees. Those guys don't take in much water. We could probably, have like a smaller reservoir for them. But then other things like our Busita buceris, those guys need so much water, it is ridiculous. So we don't sell them without a sub-irrigation because, if you take that tree and say like a pothos, you don't water it for a week, you can tell it needs water. And then you water it, it comes back. This tree, if you don't water, this is the one too. This is the one we're talking about. The last one, If you miss a watering on that, instead of it sagging and getting a little droopy, it sheds all its leaves and it looks horrible for 4 to 6 weeks. So you have 6 weeks. Yeah, you have to stay on top of it, keep it on the wet side. It's like almost like try to give it root rot, and then this tree would treat you better than.
Interesting.
And then they're from Florida, so if it's raining in Florida, time to water your black olive, or Busita buceris or Shady Lady, and then good light. But I've seen these guys in dark rooms, north facing, minimal light, and it looked amazing. I'm not sure how. I didn't do the install, but I saw it. I was
just installed.
Yeah. But these are our most popular tree. and the biggest headache ever. But they've become so popular that now we've become such experts at it. We know exactly how they live and breathe, know exactly what to do with them, where to put them, what to do with them. But we never get the small ones because it's just you can't keep the moisture level high enough. You'll forget about it, and then you'll look around the corner and the 50 flat of bonsai Bucetas would be completely crisp. And just
I thought that was
get
gonna
some
be,
kiddie pools, to sit them in with water.
you're right. Yeah,
Basic.
yeah.
that's basically the sub irrigations we put on there. It's a 2-stage reservoir, pumice, lava, and leca, which again takes an hour and a half to just break it down, put it in there. Fingers crossed it doesn't go into shock, and then stage it within its vessel and then top it.
Yeah, those things will have a death spiral too. Like 1 in 10, you do the same thing to 10 of them, and one will die so fast that its leaves won't even fall off. So it's just finicky, but we got it so figured out.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome, guys.
Josh, so guys, we do a little bit of trivia. I don't know if y'all have time. Josh, you got some trivia questions?
Yeah,
Trivia.
I didn't wait for it. I think
Oh God.
so. The way that it works is I'll ask a question, and then instead of y'all just jumping in, we let people in the comments try to answer it first.
Okay.
See if they get it right, and then when they don't, because then I try to make them hard enough where it's not the easiest thing.
Are there comments here?
Then they're so on the side you can go click on the comments so you can see live what people are. They've been talking about you, so you better read them. Okay.
Might be sliding the DMs later.
Oh,
I didn't like that Madagascar palm.
My
I'm so
girlfriend's
glad-
Lebanese.
So glad that I didn't know
My
that
girlfriend's
that was there
Lebanese.
this
If
whole time.
you want to deal with that, be my guest.
It's all been positive.
We're kidding. Yeah.
I only
We
banned one.
there's
blocked one person.
Yeah.
We're good. All right,
So
so
probably my girlfriend you had to block.
No, nope. It wasn't her.
these are all plant related, and I did watch a bunch of your videos, so they might be things located on your page. So, all right. So this species is known for its swollen elephant-like trunk that stores water so efficiently it can survive months without meaningful rainfall. In its native habitat, it is often appearing more like a living boulder than a tree with a thick, contorted branches that sprout only during favorable seasons. Its bark is smooth and pale, sometimes reflecting sunlight like stone, helping it conserve precious moisture in extreme heat. Despite its odd, also prehistoric appearance, it's surprisingly delicate when grown outside in harsh homeland. What is the name of this tree?
Am I supposed to say it or the?
No, we're waiting for
I don't know. We're waiting on the comments. Let's see if
Let's
anybody
see.
gets it. I would hope somebody gets it.
This kind of applies to a couple different species. So like a couple.
Does it? I guess so.
Unless you were reading it specifically off, because like.
Does it grow tall?
Yes. I did ask it to write these a little bit more difficult than normal. So, but does anybody want to throw out a guess now that nobody's gotten it in the comments?
I think a Bucarnia. I didn't listen
But
to all
he
of
said
it.
smooth, and that's not really smooth.
What?
Yeah, smooth. The smooth part threw me off too.
You said it does it. I'm trying to remember everything you said.
It's actually a succulent plant.
Oh, it's succulent.
Native to Madagascar, popular as a bonsai, but it's known for its thick, knobby trunk.
Oh yeah, Madagascar elephant tree.
Yeah.
The Decarii.
Decarii.
There you go. You guys even got the scientific name down.
Yeah.
That one.
Apelacari.
Yeah, I just mumbled it out.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have one this size, so I've never really seen them big and like big like that.
They're not smooth. We get them massive, this big.
Yeah. Dude,
They're not smooth though. Oh yes, they are smooth and bumpy.
We sold the coolest one that we had to Little John, the rapper.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, they're becoming more common. I've been seeing more of these, and they bonsai so well. I've got one out back that I live. It's amazing. I'm in the Berceros.
We have two of them right now that are both like 7 feet tall.
Ooh.
Wow. How thick are the trunks on those size?
Probably about
Okay.
like 8 or 9 inches around.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really rad.
Yeah.
And when they're like fully popped off with foliage, they look really crazy.
Yeah, they got cool little flowers too.
Oh, I
Like
see.
little baby flowers. They're really
Little red ones. Yeah.
It grows pretty fast for me outside, but indoors probably just a little bit slower, probably.
Yeah,
super
everything
slow.
slows down.
They just grow real army. The little vein, the little branches just get real long and gangly. All right,
Go ahead, Josh.
All right, ready for the next one? All right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Okay. Yeah.
This one's a tropical species. Forms a remarkably neat layered canopy. It looks almost like it's pruned by nature itself. Creates sort of a tiered silhouette. It's got tiny dark fruits, which often mislead people into thinking it's related to a well-known Mediterranean crop, even though it's not really related at all. The wood's really dense and heavy. It's actually known for specialty woodworking uses, and in coastal environments, it thrives well where other trees struggle. Tolerates a lot of moisture, I've heard. We just talked about this. Everybody in the comments should get this.
Listeners, were you listening?
I did.
Yes.
I've had a little bit of whiskey. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, nobody's getting into the comments today. You know, this is a topic that we don't breach often. So
Yeah,
you gotta
we're just
understand. The
talking
audience-
about tomatoes. We're used to talking about tomatoes.
tomatoes and fruit trees. So this is definitely a good stretch for them. But tell us, do you guys know the name of it?
Somebody said teak, but I don't know if that's fruiting, is it?
The
No,
Busito,
no.
right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A black olive tree, right?
Yeah.
The black olive.
But why
Mhm.
would they call it a black olive tree if it's not edible olives?
real
It's
confusing,
real
dude. So
confusing.
I think someone's grandma called it a black olive back in Florida, back in the law. I think that tree got some black olives on it, baby. I don't yeah, but we've seen it have this little nut, like they're so small, they're like almost seeds. I don't know.
Oh, they're
I
that
don't get
tiny?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't get the naming.
Yeah,
indoors they don't do the seeds really, but outdoors they do, unless it's like crazy bright light inside. But yeah, they don't. We're in interior. They're messy.
Yeah. Well, and even like we talked about the Madagascar palm earlier, they'll probably do fine indoors, but they're not going to flower indoors. Just like
No.
the desert rose, the desert roses, they're not really going to bloom inside.
Yeah.
It's
No.
very rare.
Yeah.
I've only had one Monstera even bloom. I don't get muddy blooms.
We have a Monstera right now in the greenhouse that's got 3 giant pieces of fruit on it.
It's supposed to
Oh,
taste
wow.
pretty good.
Have you tasted it? I'm so
I
curious.
haven't tried it.
So good. It's the most delicious fruit.
It's like mango pineapple, right?
Yeah, mango, pineapple, and like passion fruit kind of. It's like a mix of that flavor, and you can only eat 2 inches of it at a time. Well, because it takes the
My
right.
sound dropped out.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
I've only
crazy.
seen
All right.
Go, Josh.
All right. This word comes from the Greek word dracana, which means female dragon. This plant is known for its upright cane-like stems and often branches. I'm trying to make this easier for everybody in the comments. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. So it's got cane-like stems that often branch out in surprising directions. And given its silhouette, it almost looks sculpted rather than grown, and its sap has been used historically as a pigment and varnish, which is interesting. I didn't know that about it, earning its mythical reputation connected to ancient stories and battles and beasts.
This is Nate's favorite tree.
So
I missed all that. The sound
And-
went out.
did my sound go out?
No, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
It's just you.
So
Go
it
ahead.
can live for centuries and develop an umbrella-like canopy that defies its indoor reputation. It's got a very dramatic common name.
Yes, and they grow really slow. They grow
They
really
grow very slow. I saw you all
Yeah.
harvesting some in one of your videos, and I was like, "That's how you harvest them in the wild? That's really cool."
Yeah, they're
But
gnarly.
nobody's going to guess it in the comments here.
You said it at the very beginning of it, kind of.
I said sort of it.
Yeah.
Your favorite tree, I guess.
Yes.
Not your favorite tree.
All right, guys, tell us about this.
I would
tree.
contribute, but I still, Josh, I can't hear him. I can't hear everyone else, though.
Oh, you can. You just can't hear Josh.
Really? That's
That's
weird. Maybe jump off and back on. I don't know.
Dragon's blood. There's somebody that said dragon's blood.
Yeah.
Dragon's
Oh.
blood.
I'm back.
The Draco or the Dracaena?
Dracaena.
Dracaena marginata.
Dracaena.
I missed that. Is this the one that's in Yemen?
That's so.
Oh no, that's different.
That's a
Oh.
Dracaena Draco, or that's also called dragon tree.
Mhm.
And then the ones we were harvesting in the video, that's a Dracaena marginata.
Okay.
So they're both in the same family, but the marginatas, those are we get those in Hawaii.
Yeah, these are way
And
way
then-
more common than the Draco.
Yeah, Dracos are amazing though. We have a lot of them here in SoCal, and that's probably one of Macy's favorite tree.
Yeah.
And we have some that are just incredible in our area. We have one that Macy wants to move. That if we do it, it's going to be on TV because it's so big.
You'll have to get one of those trucks that has like the cone, like to dig it out.
I mean, it's it'll be a dream job if we ever get to do it. But I mean,
I'll sell it.
it's gonna cost like we were trying to figure out what it would cost to move it, and we're thinking that it'd be like $30,000
Oh no.
just to like get it out and on a trailer.
Yeah, that would be the crane fees alone.
Yeah.
It could probably cost like $100,000 just to get it up and on a trailer.
Wow.
And all the licensing must be crazy in California. Like it must be insane.
That's
Yeah.
why we move them late at night.
Yeah, and then there's the
Great.
other dragon tree that is from Yemen. So there's like another one that's the
Right.
dragon blood tree. I was just watching some cool thing on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, so
They've opened up tourism there too, so people can go there and enjoy them. It's like they're like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
It's like this big, takes like 200 years, and they're like bigger than a house. So it's kind of crazy.
Holy cow. They have that exact same shape too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dane, can you hear me now? Is my audio coming through?
I don't think Dane hears you.
I don't
No,
know.
Dane can't hear
I
me.
can't. Sorry.
Dang.
That's weird.
I
Did you
lost
have a
everybody
track?
for a second. I had to jump out and come back in.
Yeah, your volume is like perfect for us.
He'll come back in.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up that Dracaena cinnabari. Is that what it's called? The one in Yemen.
That's a yeah. The Cinnabari is the one from Yemen, I think. Yeah, there it is.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
Yeah,
beautiful.
they're similar, but they're very similar. Sometimes they're hard to tell apart, but they're different.
Yeah, the
These get
canopy
big,
is
yeah.
wild.
That
Yeah,
looks
they-
like a cartoon. That doesn't even look real.
Yeah.
I think that
they-
is a.
Cool.
Oh wow!
They bleed and everything. It's so cool. There's like super
Yeah.
spiritual.
Wow.
It looks like there's some inoculation too of like the trunks. They kind of grow into each other a little bit and share the
Yeah.
capillaries. That's interesting.
Yeah, they don't start splitting until like year 200 or 300 or something like that, which is
Yeah.
really cool. And I was showing Macy that, and you said you wanted to fly over there and grab one, but I don't think we'll be able to make it out the country alive.
Yeah.
Like
You're
sacred.
Still a
Sacred
2,000-year-old
blood
freaking tree in Yemen. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, what's the air
That's-
freight? Air freight
Yeah.
transport must be even more expensive.
Yeah.
That'll be our Netflix special.
Let's move this
So-
tree
Good
via
Lord.
airplane.
Can you hear Josh?
Dane, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I hear you now, Josh.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Perfect. Here we
All
go.
right, now we can wrap out with maybe one more. This has been a hard
Cut
round for the
out.
This
comments.
is hard.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, and
I can't hear it.
I
now.
try to make them harder and harder.
You can't hear him now, Dane?
You can't
No,
hear
I'm
me
trying-
now? Oh my
God.
goodness! This is wild.
Gavin Newsom shut off the internet.
Yeah. Right?
Probably.
All right, well I'll do one more. Des,
Here we go.
We'll do one
Try one
more.
more. Yeah,
Let's
try one
see.
more.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Loud
Yeah.
and clear?
Yes.
All right,
It
let's
might
see.
have been his Mac phone.
There's something wrong. It's my computer. Now everyone sounds like Mickey Mouse. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh no, you're good.
Again?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. We'll do one more. This is one we've actually seen multiple times in this episode, and everybody should know it if you were paying attention. Anyway, but it has heart-shaped leaves. Big giveaway there with these long, graceful drip tips, which is an interesting way to say that. That they quiver in still air. And for thousands of years, it's been honored across South Asia, partly because tradition holds that a great spiritual teacher attained awakening while seated beneath one of its ancient ancestors. and its roots can grip stone walls and ruins, allowing it to survive in places where most trees would quickly fail. It's very symbolic, very
I've
tied
got a
to
fun fact about
religion.
this, too. Yeah. I got a fun. So the oldest. So this species, I believe, it is the oldest recorded planted tree in history. There's an actual record of it being planted, like in Thailand or Cambodia or something.
We need to look that up. I need to see that tree.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody want to guess in the comments? We've just stumped them 5 for 5.
Have you guys ever heard one, like the sound it makes?
No.
It's really
it's like a rain stick kind of like it's they
Really?
have a giant one at the Moody Gardens. They have a giant one. It's the Bodhi tree, the Ficus religiosa.
Mhm.
They have that drip tip for being in the rainforest. It actually draws water off the leaf, so it doesn't stay on there for too long. So drip tip is a evolutionary trait that it evolved to have to draw water off the leaf, so it doesn't stay on there too long. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard one like a big one for the first time like 3 weeks ago. I didn't know that I was even standing under one, and I just heard this like it sounded like a rain stick kind of with this really weird sound, and honestly it was like it caught me off guard because I'm like it was like really calming. I was like, what is that noise? It was so like it's like a frequency or something. It was trippy, and then I look up and I'm like, oh, it's a religiosa. It's such a trip. I was like, this is the Bodhi
That's
tree.
awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So the most famous Bodhi tree is the one in the Bodh Gaya, where Siddhartha Gautama is said to have achieved enlightenment and became the Buddha. While the original tree is gone, the current tree was planted from a ascended sapling in 1881, making this significant. Let's see, this is the other one planted in 288 BCE. I believe the oldest.
288.
What?
Yeah, the oldest
Wow.
human planted tree in the world.
Wow.
I need to look that one up.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Sri
can
Lanka.
we see that one? I want to see that what that looks like.
There's a whole temple built around it, and it's like eating the temple because of the roots and stuff.
Were
pretty wild.
Buddhists the first plant daddies?
Right?
Ah, there you
Buddha
go.
was the first plant daddy for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Well, awesome, great jobs on the trivia tonight, Josh. It was a
Yeah, Josh, man.
Thanks for playing.
It's a tough topic. It's a tough topic for our audience because, like I said, they're not all indoor plant people. They might not know these. But real quick, guys, I know everybody's got to run, but Kenny, Macy, Dean, thank y'all so much for being on with us tonight. We really enjoyed
Yeah, for sure.
We love having people on with different expertises because it opens our eyes to, and our audience's eyes to new things and learning more about plants that we're not super familiar with. So it's been fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Yeah.
It's been really fun hanging out and talking plants.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, complete pleasure. Yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, the honor is ours. So yeah, thank you.
If it flies by, it's been like an hour and a half. It flies by pretty quick.
I know.
I know y'all have your new thing coming out that's launched, right? The baby daddy
Yeah.
plants.
Yep.
I'm gonna pop that. Y'all want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to go or me?
I mean, the idea is that like most of what we do is, larger format installations, and what you guys asked before is, can we ship plants, is always been the hard thing because it's so difficult to package and send a 8 or 10 foot tree in the mail. And this was a way for us to like sell items that, our farther reaching customers can participate in having a plant daddy specimen. So we paired smaller plants with pots that are like table pieces, and we can ship them in pretty much anywhere in the States. So yeah, it's our baby daddies. I mean, and it's kind of fun. Like we picked out some really cool limestone and sandstone pots, and tried to pick some plant varieties that we really enjoy and are easier to care for. I mean, nothing we sell is like entry level. It takes a degree of paying attention, but we got some stuff that is a little bit more forgiving.
Right. Well, and and like some people can find these. Like in Houston, I can find a couple of these. I can find the fakias and things like that. But there's other places around the U.S. where you can't get a fakia or anything like that. Like in Nebraska maybe So it's cool that y'all are able to ship these nationwide in the U.S. and ship them out to people that may not be able to find them anywhere else.
Yeah, a lot of people, and then it's more of like a gifting size package. So it's something that you can gift to a friend or family member, or just a little bit more attainable, I guess.
After you sell a house, it's a housewarming gift, like you were saying.
This is the number one gift to send to your client.
There you go. Well, and people, say it's expensive. Well, these pots, just the pots alone. I mean,
that's what makes up a majority. Like half the time in our installs, what makes up a majority of the cost is the vessel, because they're most of them are from overseas. Most of them are handmade, and it's really hard for us to get them and move them. And so that's usually where a lot of the cost is baked in, is into the pot itself.
For sure. And do y'all ship them bare root, or y'all ship them in soil?
Ship them just like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome.
It's not soil based. It's
it's inorganic.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of people with phyto certificates and like that, it's hard to ship stuff in soil. Sometimes it's a lot more that goes into it. That's why a lot of people ship bare root.
Right.
But this is better for the customer. It's more difficult on y'all's end, but it's better for the customer because they just take out a box, water, and they're good to go.
Right. My first time buying something on a plant online, they shipped it to me in a napkin, like just bare rooted in a napkin. It was like I had to like nurse it back to like from the brinks of. It was pretty much dead. It was just like maybe like a node left in there that I had to grow out of it.
Oh, jeez.
And anybody who's bought something on Palm Street for the first time, it's like, oh, what do you mean bare root? Sure, send it. And it shows up and it's got a box full of like newspapers like wrapped up, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? it's always interesting. But yeah, awesome. Well, I really appreciate you coming on. Phil, you want to send them some fig cuttings over there in California? They can get some
oh yeah, guys. I'll send you some cuttings if you're up for propagating them. It's the best time of year to do it.
Absolutely. Our guy Shane will definitely be able to do that.
Oh yeah.
Y'all are in the fig capital, like really, like y'all are in a good spot for fig trees. Like
you can walk down the street and just pick something. I refrain from eating any of it, just in case, because the last few times were covered in, or the inside had like worms and everything inside of it. Like almost every fig, I bit right into it, and it was just like a worm, just like what? I was like, oh God.
A little extra protein.
I stick to the grocery store figs unless I like cut them open. Like I have to slice them open with a razor blade to make sure there's nothing in it.
Gosh. Yeah, I get some with some small osteals. I have one that tastes like strawberry jam I can send you. So.
Oh, dude, we'd love that.
Please send it. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, sure. Shoot me a message. I'll get your address and I'll zip some over for you guys to propagate.
Yeah, we got some Plant Daddy hats coming your way too. So please give us some addresses. So we can send them for you guys.
We're gonna need some tank tops as well.
I want branded tanks.
We got some cool spandex ones too.
Don't tip me with a good time.
Yeah, when Phil and I do the mockumentary short reel on Instagram, of Fruit Daddies, we'll do like a fake montage of us doing it in the same style. It would be hilarious. Oh my God!
Can't wait to see it.
Better yet, you can use the space exactly as well. Come here. We just want to watch.
Oh, we got it covered. We'll get the fig trees. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Persimmons, figs, Asian pears. It's gonna be Josh.
A couple pineapple guavas. Yeah, we'll deck it out.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
That's cool. Awesome. Yes. Well, go follow Plant Daddies on Instagram, and I'm gonna put their website here on the site on the comments. Phil, fig cutting is gonna be available soon.
Yeah, I just sent it out. Anyone subscribed December 20th. If you guys want fig cuttings for all the different varieties that I have, I guess I have about 60 at this point. But reach out with questions. That comes with a propagation guide and everything. If you're new at it, a lot of you guys listening today are familiar with them already, and I'm really glad to have you guys on the Fig Fam train. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yes, and that's philsfigs.com. Josh, what you got, dude?
Yeah, Uncle Josh Gardens or at the Plant Techie is what I go by. But I've just been doing all kinds of cool research into health and healing stuff a little bit more in terms of health wellness area, regenerative farming, some sort of off-brand topics. And then for the winter, you're going to be seeing more firewood videos, cat videos, Christmas trees, cat content. I do a lot of cat content. I'll be honest. People love pets on videos. So anytime I have a video with a pet in it, I get at least 5 comments on the pet. So it's sort of weird. Until we get to pruning season, I have this lull in content. So I just start making stuff up, really. I'll be honest, and just seeing what sticks. So it should be interesting. Stay tuned.
Cool.
Yeah, my most popular video recently has been me trying oysters for the first time. So that was
oh yeah,
you can definitely tell there's a lull in gardening in December. So but yeah, well, thank y'all so much. Hey, make sure you follow Plant Daddies, follow Phil's Figs, follow Uncle Josh Gardens, the Plant Techie, and me, Texas Garden Guy. We'll see you next week. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna end the stream real quick and give me a second.
This is the garden party, and we want a garden party with you. We talk about the plants we grow and some things you might not know. The garden party.